As you see here on the screen, we have three objects: a star, a rectangle, and a circle. What we want to do in Illustrator, and often do in Illustrator, is to combine all these into one single shape. What I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to go up and select my selection tool, the black arrow. Then I'm going to select the star. Holding down my shift key, I'm going to select the yellow rectangle. And now I'll come down and select my shape builder tool, which is a shortcut for that is shift N. Now with those two selected, as I start from my star, you'll see the blue with the white grid come over it. I'll click and hold down my mouse, move to the right, and select both of those. Now you can see the star is overlapped with the yellow rectangle. I'll continue that process by going again a second time into the area with the rectangle, and now those two are combined. Then I'll toggle my command in Shape Builder and hit my Control key and Shift key and select the red circle. And I'll start from the blue rectangle into the circle, and I'll combine two of those, and I'll continue over and I'll combine all three. Now you can see all of them are grouped together in a closed shape. For our next scenario on how to use the Shape Builder command over here on the Tools panel, I'm going to combine these two letters, which are text at the moment. Before I do that, I'm going to come up to Window, and I'm going to come down here to Type, and I'm going to select Character. When I do that, this Tools panel opens up on the right-hand side. And I want you to come over here and look at the tracking for that. What I'm going to do with tracking is to force the two pieces of text to overlap. And then I'll convert it to outlines, and then I'll use the Shape Builder tool to combine both of them. So here I've got this. I'll come down and I'll select -75. And when I do that, the two pieces of text actually overlap each other at this time. So what I'm going to do now at this point, I'm going to come up here to Type, and I'm going to create outlines out of these two. And here at this area here, as I zoom up on that, you can see the actual overlapping of the two pieces of text. But now they're no longer text, they're outlines. So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to take these two pieces of text, and I'm going to make them, these two pieces of artwork here, these two outline paths, which are now grouped together. And after you take Type and you create outlines with it, it becomes grouped together. So I'm going to come up here to Object, and I'm going to come down here to Ungroup. Now if I select off to the side with my selection arrow and then come back and select the image that looks like an R, you can see that it's its own separate image. Come over here, and the same thing with the A. Now we want to use the Shape Builder tool to combine both of those. So what I'll do now is I'll come over here and highlight, I'll come over here and use my Shift key with my selection tool and select both. Now I'll come over here to Shape Builder and select those and combine the two. As you can see here, the grid pops up over the R, showing that it has been selected. And now I'll take and click with my left mouse button and drag, as you see that line come across, and select all three. And when I do that, it processes all three selections and makes them into one shape. If you do that individually and piecemeal, what's going to happen is you'll have to come back later and make a compound path with this piece that looks like an R, as well as over here on the A. But now we have two combined objects.